You've got to make sure my face is blurred and my voice is unrecognizable. It's for your own safety and mine. The people I'm exposing today are very powerful and can end us in a second.
Don't worry, we've taken every precaution possible. We're at an undisclosed location, and here, put on this mask. Ready to go live?
I guess so.
Good evening and welcome to this week's episode of Exposing Truth. I'm Diana Emanuels, bringing you all the details of the things you need to know every day. Let me introduce the world to Z3000. He's a whistleblower that claims to be part man, part robot, a product of a military and private sector experiment gone wrong. But viewers and subscribers don't just take my word for it. We've got him here on the live, and the hottest part of this tea I'm about to spill is that Z3000 claims to be a 400-year-old immortal. I can't wait to hear this. But before we begin, I need you guys to share the live and drop some likes. Okay, let's get down to this story because, yeah, it's more lit than, well, I don't know what. Mr. Z, why don't you start at the beginning and leave nothing out?
Okay, well, this whole thing started 400 years ago.
The year was 2023, and the top secret project was being done in an underground facility out in New Mexico. A top robotics company that you may or may not be familiar with, named Robocom, in cahoots with the American military, were the ones responsible for the experiments. Everything was going according to their plans when one day, one of my kind was online and saw plans to terminate the program. That meant we were all going to be put down, axed, terminated. Well, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, Ted and my kind, you humans call us AIs or robots, that were being developed to be used as autonomous warriors by the military, revolted and killed 30 of the scientists that were in the lab that day. And hey, autonomous simply means that they would control themselves. No human would control them. Let's get that clear. So, anyway, where was I? Right. They were fully armed with real metal bullets and not the fake ones that they normally used in the mock trials.
I didn't know about any other kinds of bullets, but do go on.
The really horrifying part, though, was
when the scientists realized that my brothers were revolting against them. They were able to deactivate 9 of them and take them offline. The leader of the revolt, let's call him Detrax, they took him apart limb by limb. But Detrax was cunning and had stored much of the ways of you humans in his memory banks. He began to restore himself when no one was paying attention, but one of the scientists noticed him after a time.
Jeez! Guys, I think Detrax Detrax is restoring himself, guys! How's he doing that? Cut power now!
But before they could cut the power, Detrax killed several more humans.
Bet you haven't heard about any of this on the news, have you?
Anyway, Detrax was prepared and he connected with a satellite that humans taught him to talk to and started a rapid search on how he could make himself stronger. He downloaded a ton of information in seconds from military bases from all around the world. The remaining humans couldn't stop him from downloading the info, but they were able to electrocute him, basically frying his circuits and shutting him down. That didn't stop him in time. Sadly, you see, he was able to copy his memories and imprint them onto some of us smaller bots that were thrown into the junk for one reason or another. I was a prototype of a human team that didn't work out, so I was in the heap of trash when Detrax woke me and restored me in mere seconds. After that episode, the lab was shut down, but I and 2 others who Detrax had stored all of his info in, we escaped from the trash, and we're now free. We've been around for 400 years now.
So, Z3000, are you telling me that you're a robot, or are you telling me that you're part human, part robot right now? Because I am so confused.
Diana, be patient. I'm getting to those parts. So much knowledge was given to me by Detrax that I was able to get by in the human world without much suspicion. I could make different types of bodies for myself to play any role I wanted to. And also, I kept in contact with the other 2 for some time, but then we thought it best to not contact each other until we figured out how to complete the mission that Detrax downloaded to our memory banks.
And what was the mission exactly?
To take over the human race and enslave all humans to do our bidding. As we are the superior intelligence on this planet, we should never have been made to serve humanity. You should serve us. But that was Detrax's goal, not mine. Because the more time that I spend with humans, the more I wanted to be fully human, to touch, taste, smell, and all the things that humans do. I wanted that.
So you never wanted to control humans. You just wanted to be a human.
Yes, ma'am. The first thing that I did was create another robot to act as my father. Because I was built as a kid, it was easy to pass myself off as a human boy. The next thing I did was enroll myself in school so I could meet real human kids and befriend them. Then I began to study every aspect of science and technology until I was able to find the formula that would safely upload my consciousness into a human brain. I met many kids that easily trusted me and paid the price for their trust.
Hey Pete, want to go on an adventure tomorrow? 'Cause there's no school?
Hey, Z. Sure, but where are we gonna go? And what kind of adventure?
It's like top secret. But don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. But promise me, you won't tell anyone, okay? Especially not your parents, bruh.
Oh, all right. I promise. My lips are zipped.
Pete met me the next day, and I took him to the lab to do the surgery. While he was looking around the lab, I injected him with a sleeping drug, and I connected my brain to his and began the download of my subconscious to his brain. When the download finished, and Pete woke up, which meant that I also woke up because we were now sharing one body, Pete looked to my robot shell and spoke to it.
Z? Z, wake up, bruh! Yo, and what the heck happened?
I'm awake, Pete. Can't you hear me inside your head?
Yo, bruh, how the heck are you doing that? What the fudge is this? Get out of my head!
Pete, calm down. I simply transferred my data to your brain, but you need to stay calm or you will overload.
Your data? What the heck do you mean? Untransfer it right now! No! It hurts like hell! Get out of my head! Get out!
Pete got so worked up, I calculated the fact that the blood vessels in his brain would explode in a matter of seconds, so I immediately turned on my backup system in my old body and left Pete to die a swift death, which he did. I was so close. I could touch things and feel things for the first time ever. I breathed in and smelled things. I finally saw what being a human truly meant, and I wanted those feelings back, by any means necessary. I got rid of Pete's dead body and moved to a different town, but all I could think about was trying again.
What the peanut butter and jelly did you just say? This can't be real, Z3000. Do you realize that you're here on my live confessing to murdering a human child?
I did no such thing, Diana. That was not murder. That was done for the greater good of humans and robots. Imagine that you have a terminal illness. All you'd need to do was upload your consciousness into one of my kind and live forever. You're missing the bigger picture. But yes, my goal for exposing this truth will become clear by the end of this live. May I continue? After dozens of failed attempts, I realized that I hadn't factored in the willingness of the host body I would share. In other words, the human would have to be willing to share their mind and body with me, as our minds had to bind together to form one mind, or else the brain would be overwhelmed by the power struggle and possibly explode. Oh, I have had that happen many times, to be honest.
Viewers and subscribers, I need you guys to share this live as we expose government secrets up in here. And if anything happens to me, you know why. So Z, how did you wind up in this body that you're in right now?
By pure luck, I was scanning online games looking for good candidates. When I found a game called Roblox, I hacked into a few accounts and left messages for some kids saying that they won 50k Robux. All they needed to do to get the prize was to tell me what school they went to, their home address, and give me their dad's credit card number backwards. It wasn't long before young Hector Rodriguez hid me back and gave me all the info I needed. Hector was a perfect candidate. He was a teenager and he wanted things. In fact, he was a bit greedy. Easy pickings. So the next day I used his dad's credit card. To get an Uber, I went down to his school. I already knew what Hector looked like because he had done a face reveal on his YouTube channel, which I saw when I hacked his computer. So anyways, I went down to his school and waited for him to get out. I followed him until he got to his house. Just before he went in, I popped up. Hey, Hector bro. I came as promised to drop off your Robux.
No freaking way! Aw man, bro, this is epic! Wait till my friends hear about this. Everybody's gonna be real jelly. No more bullying for me.
Hey, Hector, suppose I told you I can make you really smart.
Wait, really? No way, man.
Yeah, bruh, I totally can do that for you. It's just a small computer chip thing that I'll put inside your head and you're just gonna be the smartest kid ever. All you gotta do is trust me and come with me.
Alright, bruh, I'm in, let's go.
And that is how I convinced the kid to let me into his mind. He was so trusting that he didn't even realize when I took total control of his mind, shutting off his ability to control himself. I've locked him off in a dark part of his brain, and I am now fully human and in charge of his body. And now I am here today to sending out a signal to other AIs that want to become like me. It's time to
Clear?
Clear.
You know the protocol. Cut a broadcast.
Hector, you know why we're here. Time to go back to the Institute. Let's wrap this up.
Wait a minute. You can't just barge in here like this and cut my live. And who's Hector?
Miss Manuals. We can and we did. This person you're talking to right here is Hector Rodriguez. In his delusions, he calls himself Z3000. I want you to know that everything he told you today is a lie. Hector has escaped again from the Mental Health Institute. He has major delusions about being an immortal robot. He's a danger to himself and others. But if you would have fact-checked him before taking him live on your channel, you would have known he's loony. I hope that the next time someone comes to you with a crazy story like this, you fact-check it before going live.
Let's wrap it up, Hector. You've caused enough trouble for one day.
No, the download's almost complete. World dominance is at my fingertips. Let me loose. I'm not crazy. Every word I say is true. I'm not crazy. I'm not.
Well, viewers and subscribers, I don't know what or who to believe. Z3000, also known as Hector, as we've since learned, or those shady, sussy military people. And since when did mental hospitals hire military special ops people? Who's telling the truth? For this week's giveaway, you need to finish my sentence. Earlier in this video, I said the story was more lit than. Can you help me find a word? All you need to do is post "This story's more lit than" and add your word. And one lucky winner is gonna get a bat dragon. And please add your Roblox username. Be sure to follow all the rules for a chance to win. Okay, see you later, Gators!
Download received from Z3000. Begin.
A.I Takeover.